I'm Cammy,
And I'm Moni,
and this is a little chat.
a little cheese man.
Hello, welcome back.
Well, what's up?
Missed you last week.
Thank you. Although I think it gave us such a cute little episode.
Now I'm gonna have to miss a week so you can have a cute little episode.
I don't know if I have that many interesting things about me to speak on my own behalf. I
Listen, I did not think that I had anything interesting, and
guess that's true.
we pulled something out. I've got.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I hope I didn't bore you guys too much out there with my life stories and woes
I feel
and
like you're really
goes.
easy to listen to and you spoke really fluently. And I think I learned something new about you.
Oh, what did you learn?
I don't remember. I remember listening. I was listening to it in the car, and I remember listening to it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that about her." But I can't recall what that is right now.
No worries. Nothing like putting you on the spot and being like, "What was it, huh?
No,
Would
yeah, I
you not
just
know?"
remember being like, "Oh wow, that's something new. Maybe I didn't know." What was it? I
No
feel like it was
worries.
something in regarding to high school. Like you mentioned a little bit of like your high school history. I mean, maybe it was before me, you know.
Pre
So it was
you.
like, yeah, it was like Cammy, BM before me,
Yeah,
before Monica.
life just doesn't compare to the AF
I know.
AM.
What?
I
AF?
was gonna I was gonna spell after for some reason. AM.
It's fine.
And
Mhm.
I'm not normally an AM person.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, like literally, I just got home not too long ago and like getting ready for the pod. And then Bob just gets home and he's like, yapping away. And I wonder if he heard that. Um, and he's like talking on the phone with somebody, and he's like, yeah, he likes to like say things on the phone with somebody and then trigger me and then hear my response and get my reactions. He was like, yeah, Monica and I are gonna wake up at like 6 in the morning to go work out. We decided. And I said, huh? He was like, right? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I'm not an AM person. I do not want to wake up that early. I don't go to bed early. I'm a late like night owl. And we had a little back and forth and he's like, please, I don't like working out and then evening. And I was like, I don't like working out in the morning. Like it's just the idea of waking up, having to sweat and then shower and then like, get my day going. I don't want to shower first thing in the morning.
Yeah, that makes sense. I prefer to work out in the morning, and I'm not
Mm-hmm.
a morning person, so it's surprising for me. But I feel like it gives you this natural boost of energy for the day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I just think after the day, I'm just too gassed that I just,
Mm.
if I do work out, I won't put in the amount of effort that I would if I did it when I woke up.
Mm.
It's hard to get
I
to
mean,
the
I'm
gym here
sure.
though. It's cold.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's like great and I'll like do it and it'll work out, but still, it'll work out. You get
Hey,
it?
ah.
Right back at you.
This is an episode of
Um,
puns.
no, it's not. Please, God, no.
It's a punderful episode.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
too much. Too much. Okay.
Um, but yeah, anyway, that just made me like that literally just made me think about our conversation we had about 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, definitely not an AM person.
Would
But
agree.
yeah, anyway, listening to your pod last week, I was just like listening and hearing about some high school experience. And I feel like that was the thing that I was like, oh, wow, didn't know that.
Happy to enlighten you to pre me pre pre you me. Anyway,
Free Cammy?
yes. Sometimes we talk about stuff and I'm like, huh, I didn't know that about. I think I said that on the episode last
Yeah,
week.
you did. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what is it that you didn't know about me? That I'm curious too.
See? And I don't know.
from the
So
pod.
I get it. Yeah. I get
Mhm.
it. It's on
It's
that
like
spot.
little things and little thoughts in passing, right?
Yes. Little thoughts.
Mhm.
Where you're just like, huh, oh, interesting. It's like life, you
Mhm.
know? And then you just never
Mhm.
remember until some random moment where it has nothing to do with any situation. It's like when you're trying to remember the word for something or the
Oh
name
my
of
god, all the
something. You're like, I'll
time.
get it, I'll get it, I'll figure it out. And then middle of the night, you're just like, it was this. In the
Yeah.
shower, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Middle of church, I don't know. Any other random scenario.
Okay.
Just think of the most random situation, and then that's probably when you'll think about it.
No, it happens to me all the time. All the time. And it's
It's
so satisfying when that thought does come back to you though, you know?
yeah, especially in the moment, you're just like,
Mhm.
give me a second, and the light bulb goes off, and you're just yes, it's a little win,
Yeah,
little win that you can attribute. I feel like that's
for sure.
part of being an adult is just forgetting things and not remembering things, which is a
Yeah,
good
I see what you did
segue.
there. I see
Hey
what you did.
yo, oh, keep
See what you did there.
y'all that are listening can't see, but I keep hitting the symbols anytime I make a intro. I have an actual symbol. Should I break it out? I should break it out
No,
for these episodes.
absolutely not.
I'm gonna
Thank
throw a
you.
poll on the IG at a little chat, a little chisme. Should Cammy have a symbol for when she does a pun?
No, she shouldn't.
Edits. Should Cammy break out her symbol for when she has a pun?
No.
It's up to you, the
I
fans,
say no.
not Moni. Listen, if we disagree, we take it to a vote. As Bob. As Bob right now.
No. He's
I'll text
Do you
Bob.
hear that?
No, I don't. It's because of Crisp audio filter, which is not a sponsor of a little chat, a little chisme, but should be because
I wish
Moni.
my
Oh, I just heard him now.
it's like I wish my like death stare had an audio sound to it. Oh, he's gonna walk on over. We hear you.
What's going
Anyway,
on?
my
Say hello
IT
to the
guy's
people.
gonna check in real quick because he is over here scooping ice. He's yapping away. He has TV going. He's opening cans of soda. It's like, never, don't mind me here.
If you guys
Just try to
don't
make a
know,
living.
Moni records the pod in her kitchen slash living room
Yeah, I have a
because
small apartment, guys. Okay. So I only have so much space. And you know what? We have not made any progress in our mini like office over there. That's really where I would love to film and record. But it is what it is. I haven't put any energy toward it. We still have stuff in there that we need to reorganize and decorate and whatever. So I digress. That'll be for the future.
dude, I
But
feel
until
you.
then, you get my bootleg version of that studio. It's right here.
I like it. I like it. I
But
wish I
yeah,
had my basement back. Speaking of you not being able to set up your office space, I still have flowers everywhere. I put them on my Facebook Marketplace, so I'm like trying to make the moves, but no one
wait,
is picking it up.
but you said you were gonna sell them. Did the person not bite?
Oh no, I didn't realize we got to that point, and I told you about that girl. No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She said
Damn.
I just need centerpieces, but they want like a one of those centerpieces that's like a vase and then something tall and a bush flower, like a tall
Ah,
flower
yes.
bush. And I was like,
Mhm.
you ain't gonna be able to get that from me. But
Mhm.
and I keep having people that are trying to lowball me on my aisle chair decorations. And by my, I mean
Mhm.
my lovely wife took a lot of time to make 18 little arrangements. It's like a flower and then a flower underneath it. And they're very beautiful, which originally I think would go for a pretty, like, what would you price them at? Thinking about, I'm going to grab one.
Grab one and let me see it. I mean, because I'm trying to remember what it is exactly, but I mean, even just the labor is a value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Knowing and being somebody who does decor all the time, Okay, yeah, cute. And she did all that by hand, right?
She did. And Facebook Marketplace is giving me the vibes of like the garage sale
How much
of
are they asking
of
for that?
modern day. So I put up all 18 of these for our listeners that are audio and not on YouTube. It is eucalyptus. It's an arrangement with eucalyptus, lavender, and a white rose.
Yeah, and these are faux products, right? So it's like it's all of these, they're faux flowers and foliage, but it was all assembled by hand by Jess.
Yeah, and there's 18 of them. So I put them up and with the ribbons and I put them up for $30.
Oh yeah.
And people are
That's
trying to
it.
lowball me.
Absolutely not. No,
Yeah,
do not take anything less.
this
Mm-mm.
one girl was like, "Will you take or is the price negotiable?" I'm like, "Girl, I'm already giving you less than twice, like $2 a piece, which that's obviously worth more. It costs more to make than $2 a piece, but I'm just trying to get these
Yeah.
out of my house and make some money
Hmm.
back. So no, my price is not freaking negotiable. Get the fuck out
For
of here with
sure.
that
I would
garage
not
sale
go.
shit.
No. No, I would have gone with 50 and then settled for like 35 or 40. But
Yeah,
lower than that, absolutely not. Because yeah, it is like faux flowers. If you guys go to Hobby Lobby and you go to the aisles, go check out the prices of the foliage and flowers because it is really freaking expensive. And yes, it's not real, but it's assembled, it's already done for you. There's 18
yeah.
of them. That is good value for what you're trying to sell. So, no, do not take less
Oh,
at all.
slackers. Anyway, those are my I can't get rid of this stuff woes, which again, I feel like Facebook Marketplace has to deal with adulting.
Mhm.
And that's our theme for this episode is adulting.
Yes. So,
We don't want to
Cammy,
grow up.
no, Cammy, yeah, mentions adulting because, we were kind of trying to come up with a theme for today. And something I was thinking about is like, obviously, Cammy and I have been friends for many years. So, like, we've seen each other grow up. And, it's not just like the grass isn't always greener. It's not everything that people set it out to be. You know what I mean? And Cammy's birthday's in May and mine's in June. And so like they're close enough, coming
Yeah.
up close enough. And so, you start to reflect on your age in this time of year, I feel like. And yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's do it. So, adulting is like what it sounds. It's the act of being an adult or the want to not be an adult or trying to pretend you're an adult. I was
Yeah.
talking to I think I've said this to you. I've talked to Jess about it. I don't know that point in your life. Maybe we've talked about it on the pod, but where you sit down and you're like, "Hey, I'm an adult." Like I still look at people and I think, "Wow, that person's an adult." But I don't know the
Mhm.
day or time where I'll look at myself and say, "Kimmy, like that's an adult looking back at me." I still feel like I'm just a big kid.
um, I feel that. I relate to that. I was just in my head I was like, "Oh, maybe it's when we have kids." Like that's my first thought, right? Is, "Oh, maybe it's when you have kids you start to feel that way."
Mm,
But honestly, I mean, I have a lot of girlfriends with kiddos and I can't confidently say that that's what they feel. Like I feel like they still feel young and but maybe it has to do with that. So
that's a
I
good
guess we'll
point.
have to see because I also don't feel that way either, even though, like, even thinking about work, I'm really not the oldest person in the group, but I'm also not really not the youngest. But being in the position I'm in, I'm like, I still feel a little bit of imposter syndrome, and I feel like I'm too young to be like in charge sometimes, you know? But I'm really not. I mean, the average, I guess, like age, like for at least the analysts and like the leadership of my team. So I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna feel that way, but I sure feel that way when it comes to like responsibilities and looking at my bills every month. It really hits hard
Ugh.
every like beginning of the month as we are on the fourth day of March today.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's the worst time of the month is the first day. The first day of the month because all of them bills come out. First and the 15th. I'm just like, I'm good, guys. I think
Yeah.
I don't want to do this adulting thing. Using that as
Mhm.
a transition, though, let's talk about the things that we wish we would have learned in high school that would have been useful as an adult.
Yeah. I mean, right away, what comes to mind is like finances, financial responsibilities. That's just, I mean, I think we can like beat this topic over and over and over and repeat
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, but that is for a reason. I strongly believe like the lack of education of financial stability and things like that is for a reason. And unless it's something that's like weaved into your family dynamic and like those habits and things like that, I feel like that's something that a parent is supposed to teach your children because it's not access to school, and especially in high school or the years to follow. So it's just unfortunate that um, we just don't have like, it's just not so clearly stated that it's so important, or there even things we could do. Like my first job, I could have been, opened a certain account or opened a retirement or, started investing. So
Mm-hmm.
just the umbrella of financial strength and things like that. But like, investing, like those are like the subtopics that I feel like could be so influential in young people's lives.
I think that they do cover that now. I'm pretty sure I taught at a high school my last year in Florida, and
Mhm.
I remember seeing financial literacy courses
Okay.
available and just financial literacy topics in general and built into the curriculum. First off,
Mm.
surprising for Florida. And also also just glad. I'm glad that the younger generation is going to go into the workforce and into the future with those skills. I wish they would have had them for us. Like if someone would have
I
talked to me
know.
about my credit score, I don't need to know algebra. I don't need to know calculus. I mean, is it helpful? Yes. Was it helpful in college? I guess to be able to pass statistics and stuff, but
Oh God.
I think I'm never going to need to use the slope interception formula or remember
Hmm.
it. So, why did I
Hey,
memorize
students.
that?
By the way, students, what is now your GPA will later be your credit score.
Yeah. That's so accurate.
Doesn't that,
Oh my
doesn't that
god.
like make you think about it? It's like
Yeah.
you're worried about your GPA now. Wait till you get the next score.
That's where the worries go. It's
Oh my God.
transfers.
Yeah.
Always worried about a number. I did
Hmm.
not hit the Powerball last night. I know we talked about playing it.
Oh, damn.
I tried. I tried.
Have to go to work another day.
Yeah. I do. Another thing I wish they talked about more in school would be just talking about car finances, just all of the like financial literacy, just talking about the expenses that you're going to have. But also, I think that a big focus when we were in school was pushing towards college readiness and going to
Yeah.
college and focusing on college and that being really the only career path. Again, being in a school my last year in Florida, I was able to see that they do shift that a little bit. There is a focus, and they actually, Osceola County in particular, has this program called Osceola Prospers, where they essentially let all of the graduates, I think from the last three graduating classes, go to Valencia for the first 2 years for free. Awesome. Glad for them. I'm
That's
not going to
awesome.
be like them bitter boomers that don't want student loans to get forgiven and say I had to pay for it. Nah, good for you, dog. I'm happy for you because that's what you should be. when you get offered an
Mhm.
opportunity. Like, I like that. I like that they're offering more, financial help for those students to be able to afford to go to college. But I also like that it shifts a little bit now where they do have, mechanic shops on campus, carpentry shops. Like, they do help you see that blue collar jobs are a thing, that you can really make a good and successful life from honing in on those skills. And you don't have to
Mhm.
necessarily go to a college, but you can go to a trade school, or you can, I don't know, build your life up doing something else other than college and amounting millions of hundreds of dollars of debt, not millions, but
No, I love
thousands of
that
dollars
too.
of debt. Yeah. That's something I
Mhm.
wish, I think, not that I would have gone to trade school, because I don't think I would have. I would think I would have loved. I have the personality type where I would love to do or try every single job for a couple
You
weeks.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
scoop the ice cream. Let me try making a pizza. Let me go do some electrical work and be a carpenter for a
Mhm.
couple. I would love to just be a job hopper.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that of you. You said that you saw like carpentry classes and things like that. Was this at your school?
Yeah, the carpentry was not a specific program at my school, but Poinciana High School had it. They had like a
Dope.
whole setup. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Then my school had an auto body shop, which is pretty cool because the teachers could bring their cars in and let the kids work on them, so do oil changes and stuff.
Oh,
They
that's
actually
so
worked on
cool.
teachers' cars. Yeah, it's so awesome to be able to teach that, and a lot of students would graduate eventually. Like, they would walk on graduation and have the credentials, so they could literally just go get a job at an auto body shop after that, be ready to go straight
Mhm.
into the workforce. Super
That's so
helpful.
cool. Yeah, I mean, we did not have access to that, did we? Like, I know we didn't because I feel like I would have known. I would have like partook, like
I
we did
think,
not have access to stuff like that.
yeah, I think we were on the precipice. Like, we were one of the first graduating, like 2011, I believe, is the year where things kind of like the ball started to roll in that direction. It started to be
Mhm.
more focused on blue collar work, on just, carpentry, those life skills that you can use to develop lifelong habits. Like, the last 2 years we were at Liberty High School, they started a
Mhm.
print shop, and people would work in
Mm.
that print shop and make T-shirts and have those skills and register skills. There's banks on high school campuses now, like actual banks where you can withdraw money, deposit money, and they have students working in those things to get
Mhm.
credit. It's just cool.
Wow.
High school life
That's
is
so
cool
cool.
now.
Damn.
You kids have it so easy now. Just kidding, guys. Your world is melting, and probably
Mm.
gonna be a ball of fire by the time you guys are adults.
I mean, yeah, that like okay, moving on.
I'm not wearing my Optimus sweater today, y'all. I'm wearing my
No,
Phillips Clinic shirt.
yeah, I'll try not to be like a bitter, boomer over here, but I that would have been great. I think that's really great that they offer that now. I definitely, obviously, like we grew up with technology advancing, and so I'm sure that caused a big kind of shift in mindset or just kind of looking at honestly, as so many jobs are accessed virtually, and so younger people are getting access to money and they need to know what to do with it. I think in the past, it was always college readiness because if you wanted quotations to get paid more, you had to go to college. That's
Mm-hmm.
not the case anymore. And it hasn't been the case for years. Right now, there are so many opportunities and positions you can get without a college education, without a master's degree, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm sure that kind of came in at some point in our like graduating or a couple years to follow. And maybe that's why they're offering all of these things. And also just like the trades are dying, like that those
Mm-hmm.
industries, who do you know that is in a trade? Like, it's just not very many people, at least I can think of in my direct circle, that like have skills like that, right? Or work with their hands, or kind of like, and they're still so important, right? There are so many things that are still really relevant. And so I think that's great that kiddos are at least having more options, like not kiddos, right? Like high schoolers or
Little
older
kiddos.
individuals. I'm just saying kiddos for everything, you know what I mean? See, I'm old. See, this is adulting. Call everybody who's younger than you a kiddo. Um, no, I just think it's cool to have access to options and trying things early so that you can try as much as you can then, and then you'll maybe have a better understanding of what you want to do once you've graduated. And I think that's something that's a luxury, really.
Yeah, now that's honestly a great point that I didn't think about. They could take woodworking for a semester or electric for a semester to see if it's something that they have passion about that they're interested in. That's a great
Mhm.
point. Not
No, I love
saying
that. I love
y'all high school kids have it easier, but I'm
that.
sure you still
But
got your woes. But I'm really glad that things are progressing in a way where more options are available, and I hope that in a couple of years you still have the opportunity to get a job, unless we're in the toilet.
oh gosh. Okay, enough with the negativity. Deal. I can't deal.
All right.
Um No, but and I know we wanted to throw into our conversation today, maybe some like if I were in that position again, or if I were to talk to my like younger self,
Yeah.
what would you say? And I think really, I was a little bit primed to work with children. My mother's a teacher, my grandmother's a teacher, my, my aunt was in healthcare, but it was just a lot of like nurturing and kind of like priming into working in the field somehow. So I'm kind of in the middle. I'm a little bit in education. At least the skill set that I have and that I use day to day is a little education and a little healthcare, right?
Yeah.
And in school, I always like refused to say that I was going to be a teacher because I didn't envision myself working in a classroom every day. But I mean, psychology was something that was just so interesting to me. And I still love it to this day, right? I think it's such a broad topic, but I don't know if I gave myself any chances to think to try other things or to even be open. Like I was like, nope. As soon as I had the interest in psychology, I said, that's exactly what I'm going to go for. And I don't regret it. I love what I do. And I still think that it's still a passion, but it's like I didn't open myself to like, what else could I have done? Honestly, I mean, planning the wedding, like those things, right? Obviously, it's the creative versus educational, or like I always kind of come back to. And I'm just a type of person who needs like security, and I prefer guarantees. So in my head, I was taught that education brings guarantee, right?
Mm,
Guarantees you a job, guarantees you
right.
stability, guarantees you money, like, and I was taught that creative outlets or creative jobs are more unstable, right?
Yeah.
Or unstable. So I just didn't take the risk.
Right.
And I think a part of me is like, what if I did? Or what if I tried other things? Or what if, you know, I would have done more research? Or, I just kind of got lost in that. And also, I just want to enjoy myself, like doing drama, doing sports, all the things that we did. It was fun. But time goes by so fast, and I didn't take advantage of any, like, what are those people called? Um,
Advisors.
like advisors. Like I took no advantage of any of the advisors or things like that, so it is what it is. But yeah, it's just something that kind of comes to mind when I think about my younger self. You have any thoughts?
I think I'd agree. A same situation. I kind of talked about it last week. Grew up with my mom. Started as a teacher. Went into actually she started as a paraprofessional. Went to be a teacher. Then was a principal, and then worked at the district her last couple of years in education. And my aunt was in education. it kind of just fell into my lap, honestly. It was a matter of convenience, but I did find that I was good at it. I found that I do like kids and like working with kids, like being able to mold the young minds. I honestly found more of a passion for the library world and the media specialist world, and just being able to help students connect with literature on a different level than is expected when they're in school. You know, when
Yeah.
test scores, and put that aside and help them find that love of reading again, which is why I love the job that I'm at now so much. Although I'm not directly affecting those students or putting, creating programs and stuff, I am helping people that are doing that. So it feels like I'm still having a hand in it in that way. But I do share that sentiment. I think that part of me wishes I could go back and really look at things more and where see my options a little bit better and hone in more on certain things. I'm not gonna lie, I looked at my yearbook like 3 years ago and I still think
Mhm.
about it. So it's affecting me if I still think about it. But there were so many people that wrote and signed my yearbook for my senior year that were like, I can't wait to see you like in the Oscars one day accepting an award for being a director. And there's a slight part of me that regrets not following that through
Mhm.
all the way. I know that it wouldn't
Mhm.
lead me to the life I have now, or I mean, in some universe, maybe I would have met Jess because I did get like accepted to NYU. I just decided not to go because I didn't want that debt. She lives up here, so maybe we would have crossed paths. Either
Right.
way, just thinking about not taking that step and not like deciding not to go that route was just one of, I don't regret things, but is always like a thing that's in the back of my mind where I'm like, what if I would have done that? Especially
Mhm.
just seeing that so many people saw that for me in the
Mhm.
future. It's one of
Yeah.
those things, but that's a part of me I wish I probably would have explored more. It was just the film part, but I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah, I get that. I think we grew up with the same kind of like lessons and mindset. And I mean our the educators in our life and our like both of our moms I think were big influences in that way where we just wanted to make sure that we maintained and like I mean always aim higher and try and like follow your own kind of dream and path, but I at the end of the day, stability is super important for me, and like I wanted to have a lot of control over my destiny, right? So I just felt
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not a risk taker and that's just who I am. And so I did what I did and I'm here now, right? But
Yeah.
I think for me that now that I'm adult, I guess, um it pushes me to like acknowledge and say to myself, okay, that's who you were and that's what got you here now. And there's still a lot of success in what I have become and who I am. But maybe that opens up an opportunity for the future where I can kind of be a little bit more risky, or I could try and build a business or a venture around something more creative. Like maybe it makes me feel like, yep, I did that part and now I can do something else or I can move
Yeah.
on to something different. So,
Open up a little
what if
flower
all these
shop.
I know that would be cute. What if all these years like I did the straight and narrow and like did all of that and met those goals and now I could be like let's try something creative. Like especially I mean you see all these people social media allows us to see what other people are up to and there's such a big audience for creatives and it's encouraging I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. I
Mhm.
think that that's a good mentality to have. Like, I'm stable now to just hopefully be able to pursue those other things later on.
Mhm.
I like it. We're going to play a game now.
Oh.
I did not tell you that we were going to do this.
No. What
Surprise!
game? I don't like
We're going.
surprises.
We are going to play Is This a Scam or Just Being an Adult?
I have the answer for all of them right now. Just kidding.
It's all a scam. All right,
Okay, ready.
let's talk about the financials first of all.
Oh God,
Let's get that one
scam.
out of the way. All of it is a
Okay,
scam.
all
Service
of it is a
fees.
scam.
Is it a scam or just being an adult? The service fees
Um,
for using, like, buying tickets online,
no, a
things like
scam.
that.
A
Yes.
scam. Like
1000%.
honestly, Camille, you just mentioned the movie. So Bob and I went to go see the new Captain America movie.
Hmm.
Guess how much the total was for 2 tickets?
$40.
$40. 40 freaking for a movie. For a regular movie, no IMAX, no double screen, 3D, whatever the hell.
Wild, right?
Just a regular movie, $40. I could not believe. I was like, I almost didn't want to go. I was like, I can't subscribe to this. I can't be a part of this monstrosity. Like I was so mad, but it was $40. I could not believe it. And I was
It's
like,
like
wow, like
$5 in fees, right?
so many fees. And a lot
Yep.
of it was the freaking
Convenience fee.
fees.
Com-
The convenience fee.
Yo, convenient for who? I would
Yo,
go. Let me go to
conven-
the movie theater and buy this. They still charge you the convenience fee when you're at the movie theater. So it's like, who?
dude.
For
The
concert tickets? Like, please let
oh,
me go
that's
stand
another
in
story.
line for like 40
Yeah,
minutes at the box office so that I can guarantee that I get these tickets. Like, let's stop this whole online sale business. I will go. I will go, but stop letting all the bots buy up all the tickets and stop charging me an extra $40 for a concert because of a convenient. Like, I'll be inconvenienced. Let me go buy the ticket myself.
literally. No, that word, like seeing that on the screen triggers me so much. I'm like, convenience, convenient for who? Convenient for who? Like I every time it just does like every time it pisses me off. And it's just very frustrating because it kills the joy of something I love. I love going to the movies. I love going to concerts and I can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scam, bro.
Yep,
I'm
1000%
going to, what
scam.
am I going to be 32? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be 32 years old and I am having to second guess going to a concert because it's too expensive. And on top of that, there's stupid ass fees. Like, that's a joke. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You know, and that pisses me off. $40 for a movie? For a movie? I
wild.
can't. And then they want me to go, and of course I want popcorn and I want all the snackies, and I have to pay twice, 3 times the price I did when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Or when they
Goodbye.
charge you an extra $2.50 as a service fee when you're paying your bills.
It's
Why?
why no. No,
Like,
the rent,
why?
dude. Oh my God, the rent. So, pro tip for anybody getting an apartment, just letting you know, if you go to an apartment place and they say, oh, base fee or base rent is, let's say, $1,700, add on another $150 to $200 to that. And that's what you're going to be paying for rent. Why? Because of the water fee and the trash fee and the breathing fee and the fucking this and the plants and the what everything will be a fee. So prepare yourself. Okay, pro adult tip. It's ridiculous. The oh, and you can't get your own Wi-Fi. You got to pay our Wi-Fi fee no matter what. And this and the like it's so irritating. And on top of that, if you want to use your credit card to pay for your rent because it's an online portal, because if not, you have to go to your ass to Walmart or wherever to go get a freaking money order, and you're not going to do all that. You're not going to do all that. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. You're gonna use your card, and guess what? It's like another $50 for a fucking convenience fee to to pay rent.
I can tell that it's the 4th of of the month. I feel that.
So
I feel that.
Welcome to adulthood.
Scam.
It's a freaking scam.
All right, let's move away from the financial shenanigans.
Next.
Anytime baseline, anytime that your money isn't actually your money is a scam. Your money should stay your money, your hard-earned
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk household and like life expenses.
Okay.
HOA fees.
Uh well, I don't have personal experience, but like I can't imagine that this is a beneficial thing. I'm sure it's a scam as well. Like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's like you're paying hundreds of dollars a month for somebody to tell you that you put your trash cans in the wrong place.
Are you triggered? Because didn't you get like a stupid neighbor?
No,
Did,
yo, let me tell
did
you
it,
guys a story, all right?
you have any cheese? You have any cheese man, your neighbor?
No, I don't have any cheese mail my neighbor. Actually, I do kind of have a little cheese mail my neighbor, but we have an HOA in our neighborhood. We don't have to pay it, thankfully. The landlord pays it. But I did
Mm-hmm.
this thing where I smashed a couple pumpkins and threw them away. Not thinking that they were actually like I saw this video on TikTok that said smash your pumpkins and throw them in your yard and don't you know how many times you look at a video on TikTok it's not real. So I had a factor cap moment and I was like, let me see. Let me smash these pumpkins and throw them behind these bushes. I threw them, who knew, dead of winter cuz winter came 10, 12 degrees. I guess the seeds lie dormant or whatever. And I had them in one spot in the yard so that I would make sure that if I saw it start to grow, I could control the situation. But then the landscapers came and spread them things everywhere.
Oh
so
God.
so come April, I start to see some green poking up by our door and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"Huh, is it a weed or is it a pumpkin?" Little couple weeks go by, boom! That thing is a long vine, and it's just grown. And then there's like 7, 8 different vines spreading out
Oh
from this thing
God.
grew, and I feel so bad because it started in our yard, but the bulk of it grew in my neighbor's yard.
Oh, shit.
so so
Oh
my
God.
HOA sends fines to my neighbor and it's like or sends a notice. It's like you gotta get rid of this pumpkin plant. And it's kind of it's both of our faults because I had told her, I was like, oh, I was just doing like this experiment, just trying to see if this pumpkin plant would grow. And she thought it was so funny. She started watering it. Like I was like, I'm just gonna leave it,
Okay.
let nature take its course. If it rains enough and it grows, whatever. But she was having a good time. So she was like, this is great. I don't have to plant my
Oh,
own
so she
plants this year.
participated in the
She
madness.
did. She
Yeah,
was an
she's a
active
part of it.
participant. Yes. And so she watered and she watered those things and they grew. That thing was huge. And then they finally were like, we
Wow.
see that you're growing. And we had little baby pumpkins growing and they made us cut it down. Or they were going to charge her
Damn.
$20 a day until she got rid of it. I was like, $20 a
$20 a
day?
day?
A day!
Wow. Yeah, what a scam. I know
A
what
scam.
really is the benefit? What really is the benefit? Please tell me. Like, is there
I
any
think,
scenario where there's actually a benefit? Is it just to like kind of maintain, like to control the maintenance of the neighborhood, right? Like it's kind of the
yeah.
checks and balances, but they're a little OD sometimes, aren't they?
I think HOAs in the form of just having somewhat of a structure, right? So that your neighbor doesn't have a bunch of trash in their yard and it's not like,
Right.
to keep up the property value of your house. Makes sense.
Mhm.
But then you get these people that have nothing better to do with their time than
Yeah.
want to be all up in your goddamn business that become part of the HOA board and then they're the ones that are there was a chick in my neighborhood who she got her own problems at home and she needs to be handling her problems at home. But she was walking
Ooh,
around my backyard
ooh, she said.
and taking notes on things that she saw.
Oh
We had,
no. Does she have a
yeah,
clipboard?
she had a fucking clipboard. She had a fucking clipboard like a Karen. Just walking. Her name rhymes with that, all right? She had a clipboard and she was walking around taking notes on stuff. And then we've been in this house for 2 years, almost 2 years. And when we moved in, there were these little perches that you could hang a flag or like a plant off of. Apparently not
Mhm.
HOA approved. And they decided to wait a year and a half to bring them up
Oh,
because Karen
wow.
decided to take a walk in my yard and see that I had that on both sides and write a fine or something. Like,
Oh,
y'all got
no.
nothing
See?
better to do?
Mm-mm.
Are you serious? It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's
So,
wild.
scam. Scam. What about
2 for 2. 2 for
two for
2.
two?
There's
What
not a lot of
about
hope out there.
buying furniture? That's a good one.
Oh, is that the next one?
Yeah, buying furniture.
Oh, see? Okay. All right. We have some silver lining here. I
That's an
do
adulting thing, I
love,
think.
yeah, that's a luxury for us. Yes, yes, yes. So I do love buying furniture. I love putting furniture together, finding cool pieces, going to IKEA, IKEA dates. Come on. Come
Yes,
on.
IKEA.
Are we, is a separate category like appliances and stuff?
Oh my god, we could just move into that one. I love
Oh,
appliances. That
I
is not a
love
scam. That's adulting.
appliances.
I
That is
knew I was
adulting.
old
That's the
when
joy.
I got excited about a steamer mop. I was like, "Ooh, steamer mop!
Oh, I want
Turning
a
that."
steamer mop so bad.
Such a good investment. It's so good.
Yeah.
I
Heck
love a
yeah.
good steam mop, and it makes things feel so clean. Now I want one of those handheld steamers, so I could
Me
just
too. Oh
get
my
all up
God.
in
I
there.
Girl, do you follow cleaning like cleaning influencers on Instagram or TikTok?
I don't, because I would just feel bad about myself.
No, it's just so satisfying to watch. And like you see all the cool appliances you can get on Amazon, including like all the steaming stuff and like the sprays and the different like remedies oh, it's so cool. And like stain remover tips and so great.
They
And I
popped
love
up
it. So
on
we
my
can put those two
FYP
together.
once. Yeah,
So good. I love buying stuff for the house for sure.
I
That
I
is
got
a joy of adulting.
yes, I got this extendable scrubber that like that scrubs for you for the shower. So I don't gotta
Oh,
be like
where did you get it? I want to get one.
Amazon. I'll send you a link. It's a great one. It has like a
Send me the
knob
link.
that you can highly
Yes.
recommend getting a scrubber for your shower because if we have technology now, why you gotta be getting on your hands and knees
That's
and
true. My back hurts, so I don't need to bend over anymore.
yeah.
Like scrubbing the shower and like the grout and stuff. No, thank you. I want like all the tools to do it for me. So please.
Yes. What is, let's do this one. What's the last thing that you splurged on? Just a quick little sidebar that you bought for
For the
yourself.
house?
Yeah, for the house.
Like an appliance or something like that?
Yeah, like something you didn't really need, but you got for the convenience.
Um I got I got glass spoons the other day because they're cute. Okay, I'm a coffee
Okay.
girl. Let me go get it.
While she's out there, I got a grooming tool for the boys. I already have a million like shavers, but this is a shaver that vacuums the hair while you're shaving, so I don't have to vacuum anymore.
Oh,
Okay,
that's nice.
share your
So
spoons.
Tarjay has cute spring items coming out,
We
and
don't
so I
stand
make coffee
Tarjay.
at Oh, so sorry.
I'm just kidding.
That's true.
I
There's
respect whatever
controversy.
decision you choose to make.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's hard for some people to give up
It's
Target.
so hard. It's so hard. I'm
Honestly,
sorry. It's like,
all we have left is Costco. That's it. That's all we have
oh my
left.
God. Oh, another thing. Well, this is technically something I bought for the wedding, but you know the uplighting I bought for the wedding?
Yeah,
Or probably not because the stupid didn't use it.
I thought she
But
did.
she didn't use it correctly. Like they could have filled the whole room with different colors. but instead she
Oh.
pointed them down, and don't even get me started. But anyway, I'm repurposing them. And one of my favorite things in the whole world is lighting. I love to manipulate lighting and have like cool different colors around the house, and like have the ability to change the colors if I wanted to. So we used to do the lighting around the TV. Love that. I even love even more when it like changes with the scenes and it matches like what you're watching. It's just that shit
Oh.
gets me like going, okay? So, repurposed the uplighting for the wedding, and I had it in storage, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it to make the apartment even cuter. So I put it in a couple different spots in the house, and I changed the colors. So like we have like uplighting behind the by the sofa, and then one behind the TV. So that's something that
Ooh.
I splurged on because we didn't really need it. But I was like, you know what? Like I could repurpose this for future events, one, and number two, to like give more vibes to the apartment. So that's something. But I also make coffee at home, and I love to like explore there. On our wedding registry, we got this cool little Mr. Coffee like espresso thing. It's like a double espresso
Mm.
maker, and then I was like, I just love glass, like straws and spoons. So look how cute. Got a spoon.
It is
I'm
cute.
holding like this green and blue, like vibey long stem glass spoon. So I could like mix my coffee and cream. And then
Very nice.
one of my favorite appliances ever is a frother. Because you can get like the cream really frothy and make like your own cold foam. Love
Yes.
it.
Love to
Love
make it
it.
cold foam.
Love it.
I agree. How much were those spoons though?
Cheap. Like $3 for two or something
Girl,
like
that's
that.
not a big expense. Get out of here.
I don't know. I haven't done a big expense in a while. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, you just got married, so that's where all your
Yeah,
money
I mean
went.
technically there's some things on the registry that were expensive, but I didn't pay for it. Thank you for who did.
All right, let's talk work and adult responsibilities.
Ugh, why?
Just one thing. We'll just throw one from this list, and that is paying for parking at a place that you already pay to be at. So
Dude.
concerts, the
Parking is
doctor's
another
office if
thing.
you got
Scam. Scam. The no, like the courthouse. If you have like when we
yeah,
had to go submit our paperwork for the wedding and for our marriage, we had to go several times. It's not something you can opt out of. You have to do it, and you
yeah.
have to pay for parking every single time. So like public parking, city parking is a freaking scam, especially in downtown Orlando. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. It's
I
such a
do.
scam.
I agree. I think that first off, why in the world are rates for parking places increasing when it's still the same structure? Like it's still a lot. It's not like freshly paved. You don't got brand new lighting. It's the same stuff. Why are we inflating everything? That's like my
You know what
biggest
though?
question.
Pause. Yes, I agree. But you know what? Is it frustrating? Yes. But is it necessary to upkeep like those historical building? You know what I'm saying? So like I think
Oh
about
yeah.
in downtown the library. I love the library garage. It's really convenient. It's really not that
Hmm.
expensive, and it I would hope that it helps to maintain the library. I love that structure. I think it's cool in there. They're also providing a lot more resources for people. So if I'm going to pay, I want it to be towards something like beneficial for the city or
Of
for, you
course.
know, the citizens of the city. So like I'm kind of in between in that scenario. But if it's like it's just one of those things like Ticketmaster. You're paying all this money for is it really for a cause at the end of the day?
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I think that not so much city parking because I don't think city parking's increased too much.
Mhm.
For us, it's like $2 to park for the day at a SEPTA station, for example. I mean, sometimes these city like streets be expensive, but you're in downtown, it's probably going to be expensive to leave your car. Like if we park by Reading Terminal Market, it's like $3 for 30 minutes. Like, that's expensive, but
Mhm.
that's expect. I'm talking about these lots that just open up, that are privately owned, that decide, hey, one week we're going to charge $10, but we're also going to charge $50 the next day. It's just,
Yeah.
damn, you got no breaks nowhere. People just want
No,
to
you
be
don't. You know what I saw
coming
the other
for you.
day? So I could be wrong or I was just misinformed, but I didn't realize that the expressway, so like we have the new expressway in I-4 in certain areas and it can be great sometimes. But I saw on the sign the other day it said expressway tolls are directly like pretty much it said, I forgot the terminology they used, but it said something like rates are based off of like traffic. And I was like, huh?
What?
So you're telling me that I'm already paying, let's say 50 cents more, 75 cents more to use the expressway because I just want the convenience. That's a convenience fee. I'll pay for that. I I I choose to use the expressway for it to be more convenient for me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I don't have to use the regular the regular I-4, like the regular interstate. You're telling me now that you're going to inflate the price, oops, sorry, because I'm trying to miss traffic and get to work or get to my location. So
They're
on top of
inflating the
what's
damn
already
highways.
once I'm telling you, I'm already settled with paying more, but you're telling me I have to pay more on top of that?
Yes.
Because
That's
there's
wild.
congestion on the regular, like I was like what, and it's just like Uber, the surges. Oh, it's a surge fee. Oh, so many people are going to this concert and you don't want to drive, you don't want to drunk drive, right? So you're gonna have to
Yeah.
pay up. You don't want to use your own car, so guess what, you're gonna pay triple the price because everybody wants to go to that Beyonce concert, girl. Okay. Wild. Wild. You can't win.
Truly, you cannot.
That's the name of our episode is you just can't win.
There you go. That's the name.
So sorry if you thought you were going to come and join us today and leave with optimism, hope,
Let's
intentions for the future. We're just letting you know right now. There's no we act like we have like young listeners. We really don't. We have like
yeah.
probably listeners our age who are screaming along with us about the HOA, movie tickets being $40,
Ridiculous.
congested expressways, here we are.
Things that I wish I would have indulged in more when I was younger. Just the stuff that was so much cheaper than it is now.
So simpler, so much, or so simple, so much more, just like free. Ah, those were the days.
Those were the days when you could ask your mom for money to go to the movies with your friends.
For $12.
Yeah, I know. I can't talk because I have two movie subscriptions right now. I go probably
Do you have
twice a
Movie
month.
Pass?
No, I saw that came back. I haven't looked into it too much. I have
It came
Regal.
back, but it's not worth it. It's not worth
I,
it.
I have Regal and AMC.
You
Oops.
have both?
I
Why don't you just
do.
pick one?
I don't know because it's tough. It's tough.
No,
Like,
Camille. We're gonna have a real quick talk. We just talked about refining our finances.
you're right.
Okay? You cannot have two movie subscriptions. You pick your favorite theater. Is it Regal or is it AMC? And you need to cut one off.
It just depends.
No.
Truly. Like Regal's
When is
seat.
it that
Listen, Regal's reclining seats are more comfortable and you get more space between the person that's next to you. But the Regal that's closer to us is a little dingy with the seats, like they're kind of falling apart a little bit, and they don't have as many reclining seats in their theaters. Some of them, they still have a lot of stadium seats.
Okay.
AMC, you're able to go into, oh, and for both of the subscriptions that I have, you can watch like Dolby. I don't watch IMAX because I get sick because I have motion sickness, but you can watch those. You can watch like the RPX movies and stuff, all for
Yeah.
the same price of the monthly subscription. So
Okay.
Dolby, AMC has Dolby, which is great when I'm trying to watch like the Avengers or something where I want to really feel like I'm immersed. But the seats are a little closer together unless you go to a dine-in, but we don't have a dine-in close to here. But what if I move somewhere that has a dine-in
No,
that's close by?
no. AMC. Just pick AMC. I
AMC
picked
also
for
only
you,
gives you 3 a week, and Regal I could go every day if I wanted to.
but you don't.
That's facts. All right, all right,
I
all
picked for
right.
you. Picked a. You need to cancel Regal, and I'm gonna follow up on this next week,
But
whether it's
I
on the
have
pod or not.
I have so many points though with Regal that I have to spend them before I cancel my subscription.
Well, you have until the end of March then.
But Regal, oh,
That means
okay,
you're
hold on though. Regal also does this fun thing that I just discovered called Movie Mondays, Mystery Movie Mondays, where the first Monday of the month of the week, sorry, where on every Monday they preview a brand new movie. You don't know what movie it is, but it's gonna be a new movie that's come out, so you get to watch it before it comes out. Come on.
Oh, wow. Did you go
Yeah.
yesterday?
You know what, Moni? Get out of here.
What new movie did you see
Okay,
yesterday?
okay. I understand. Lo entiendo. Okay, you made your point. You made your point. You're right. It's also only $5, so if I really wanted to, I could just throw $5 that way. I guess it's
What's
Regal
only $5?
or AMC. Yeah, it's only five
The
dollars.
movie Mondays?
Mystery Mondays. Yeah, you should see if your
So you
Regal
don't have
or
to
Regal does it.
Okay, so you don't have to pay for the subscription to partake in Mystery Mondays. It's just $5.
Yeah.
Cancel Regal. I'm gonna
All
text
right.
Jess about this.
Jess has been trying. Jess has been trying to. She's gonna be pissed if anything. I've been talking to you for the past 12 months about how you need to. Actually, since we moved here, she's been like, "All right, Cammy, I gave you a couple months. Like, did you go to the theaters? You know how sweet she is. She's like, did you go? Like, did you experience it? Did you find which one you like? She's so nice about it,
No, I'm
and you're
done.
just like,
We're done with
fucking
that.
pick.
We're done with that. You're canceling Regal, you're keeping AMC, and you have until the end of March to use as many Regal points as you can. And go the next 3 Mondays. How about that?
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna try. No promises. Honestly, a part of me is like, I
Hey
don't
Siri,
want. No, you need to stop.
remind
Listen,
Tammy
if
to
if I
cancel
if I
Regal
tell you yes
subscription by
now,
the end of the month.
if I tell you yes, right, then Jess is going to think that her nice approach doesn't work, and then she's going to start to be mean to me if she wants something to happen right away.
No,
And
she
I like
won't.
how
No, she
nice she
won't.
is.
No, she won't. She'll just call me.
Facts. Those are facts. Oh, I
I'm
miss her.
like her little pit bull. She will not change. She's gonna be a sweet little angel all the rest of her life. But if something needs to happen, if the, as work likes to say, if you need to move the needle, move the needle,
It's a very tech terms or corporate lingo.
corporate lingo, then she calls me. Okay.
Fine.
So what are we gonna do by the end of the month? What are our action
Decide which
items?
one. Yo, you're breaking out all the corporate lingo.
Come on.
Um, I'm going to choose which one to keep a subscription for. You know what? I'll throw it on
Wrong
the
answer.
pod.
Wrong answer.
Oh, so you want me to cancel Regal?
You're canceling Regal. You're
But
keeping
why?
AMC.
Because you got that vibe from what I said?
I got the vibes. We don't vibe with the Regal, with the dingy Regal, with, with
Mhm.
no guarantee that you're going to get a comfy seat. Absolutely not. I do not pay $40 to go to the theater now without a comfy seat, and I'm bringing my blanket and I stuff a few snacks in my bra. How about that?
Well, it would only be $20.
Doesn't matter. You're picking one because you're paying double. That means what
So
are
I'm
you
picking
paying
again
every
now.
month?
40
No,
something, like $45 probably. Fees. So, not each, just for one. It's like a $50 a month expense, I would say.
absolutely not. You're picking AMC, you're canceling Regal, and you're going to use how what are you going to do by the end of the month?
I'm gonna choose which one.
Wrong answer again. Let's
No,
start
listen.
over.
Okay, no, no, no. Listen. In my defense, and we'll drop it here. Okay. I don't think people want to listen to this banter. Okay.
I
I'm
do.
gonna say, I guys, you have to side with me here. Like, come on. Listen, we're gonna throw it on the pod. Okay. First off, I think I need to go visit these places one or two more times to be able to determine which one I like the most. Because we have a Regal and an AMC, like multiple within 15 minutes. So there's like options. There's options there.
Fine.
Okay.
Pick by the end of the month.
Okay. Sounds good. So I throw this to you, Cheese My Fam. I'm gonna throw a pod on there. I want your opinion because it's going to weigh into my decision making a little bit. I'm not gonna say that you're gonna be the ultimate decider because probably not. But two things. One, should I do a theater review randomly? A little segment session. We can do a little check in this month, throughout the month. No. Two, I'm gonna throw a poll on our IG saying which one you prefer, and maybe that will play into my decision making. Do a little pro con spiel. Sounds good. Sounds
Let's
good.
let's
Yeah.
give one to financial literacy that we didn't get in high school.
Yay! I'll make a decision. Maybe.
Great. I just want to save you money?
I appreciate that, especially with potentially having a tiny human to take care of in a couple months here. So
And you'll never go to the movie theater, so then you don't need either subscription.
I will still go to the movie theaters. That's what wives are for.
Okay.
Just kidding, babe. I will support you.
Well, I think that calls it for tonight.
It does. Moni's got to go eat din dins.
I do. I'm a little hangry. I think that's why I was like a little verbally aggressive with you, but I also
Yeah,
just
with the
care about
Regal.
your wallet.
I
I also
appreciate
care
that.
about your wallet, and like about my future nieces or nephews. So it's like, um, you just need to like get that coin and save it.
It makes sense. I appreciate that. And the nudge. I know that my wife will certainly appreciate it and probably
Can't wait
be
to
a little,
can't wait to vote on the poll.
yeah,
The
cancel.
poll, the poll that you will find on a little chat, a little cheese on Instagram.
Yeah, throw us a follow if you are not yet. Hit us up on YouTube where we upload our episodes, except for last week's. I did not upload that one. And yeah, thanks for listening and hanging out with us today on a little chat.
A little cheese.
Bye.
Bye.